Hi, everyone, Spare Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. Right now, we're going to take an updated look at the Big East in college basketball as of February 22nd. The Big East, of course, features a top-ranked team in the country, Villanova, so we'll start with a look at them. Villanova's covered 4 of their 6 games in February, and they're looking like a team that's vulnerable to ATS losses when they're a huge favorite, but in all other spots, looking like they're still going to be more likely than not to have some line value. They're actually 0-5 against the spread in their last 5 games as a favorite of 15 or more, but still 13-12-1 ATS overall on the year. Looking ahead, they might be a good bet at Marquette on the 27th and then maybe again at home against Georgetown on March 5th. Of course, exactly how big of a favorite they wind up being in those games is going to be key, but they're definitely looking strong right now, obviously, and not really overvalued except when they're a huge favorite. And that will be the case for them when they're at home against DePaul on March 1st. But DePaul, though, is really bad right now, and they've been losing repeatedly against the spread by big margins. So despite Villanova's recent ATS results as a huge favorite, I'm not sure I'm going to want to be betting on DePaul there. But the other 2 games against Marquette and Georgetown could be spots with some value on Villanova. Then looking over the rest of the conference at the moment, Providence and Georgetown are 2 teams that have been notably bad bets recently and that have upcoming games where I'm thinking about maybe looking to bet against them as of right now. Providence had been a good bet overall on the year heading into February, but they've now lost their last 5 games in a row ATS. And those games weren't by big margins, and their last 3 games all finished almost dead on their spreads for the games. So I'm not necessarily looking for their ATS losing to continue overall, but I also think they're very unlikely to be undervalued going forward, and I think their home game against Creighton on March 2nd might set up to be a decent fade of Providence. Providence has been a bad bet overall at home on the year. They're 5-9 ATS at home, and Creighton's been a good bet overall on the year and generally maintain their value through conference play and in their recent games. So that's looking like a spot to me as of now where Creighton might have some line value. We'll see what the spread is when that game rolls around. And then Georgetown's definitely been trending downward recently. They've lost 4 of their last 6 against the spread, and their last 2 games were pretty bad ATS losses by big margins at home. So while they'll probably bounce back somewhat, I do still think that they're more likely than not to lose 2 of their last 3 regular season games against the spread. At home against Butler on the 27th, at Marquette on March 1st, and at Villanova on March 5th. All 3 of those teams have been decent ATS recently and will probably be good plays if Georgetown's recent underperforming of their expectations continues. And that's an updated look ATS-wise at the Big East as of February 22nd.